What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Robinson, and this is another episode of Yes, You Guessed It. Let's take a walk. I hope everybody's having a really good weekend. Here in VA, man, the weather was amazing today. I hope it's amazing wherever you are. Um, just came from eating a good meal. It was cool hanging out with family and whatnot. But now it's time to do what we do here on the platform. Tonight, just like every other time we come on here, we try to have the most interesting and diverse and impactful guests that we can possibly have on the platform. And tonight is definitely no exception to that rule. So tonight we have Miss Antoinette Titus. I hope I didn't butcher her name, but she is a owner and CEO of Spirit Entertainment. She is an entrepreneur. She is a CEO. She is a businesswoman. You name it, she does it. I don't want to steal her thunder. Um, she does a lot, in the, musical or music and entertainment um, arena. She's the executive officer and a board member of Spirit Entertainment and the Spirit Entertainment Foundation. She's an entrepreneur and an advocate for the arts with a passion to inspire change for greater possibilities for all humankind. She, when I came across her profile and her page, um, it just kind of hit me, and I definitely had to reach out to her and see if I could get her on the platform, and she, graciously obliged, and she should be on in about another 5 or 10 minutes. But in the meantime, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Um, see a lot, a few things going on in the news. We talking about Ti and 50, and we talking about still people still hitting me up about the asking me about the Diddy documentary. Um, I mean, so many things, so many things going on. But being a native New Yorker, I'm gonna speak a little bit on the Ti 50 beef, man. I will tell you that I'm a big fan of Ti and of 50. Their music, their and they're just their whole style and image, and it's unfortunate that they are at odds at this time. However, I will say that 50 Cent, man, he's just a different animal. I think you guys have seen where um, you know, they've gone back and forth, and Ti did some diss songs. He even King and Damani, his sons, did some diss songs, and 50 has not he has responded, but just not musically. And the more and more I look at it, man, I'm like, honest, respectfully, man, I feel like Ti and them are really wasting their time because 50 is really not, you know, playing the same game that you guys are. You know what I mean? And with everything that has happened in his life, I mean, this guy's been shot multiple times. Somebody, you know, fatally killed his mother, and then set the house on fire that she died in. I mean, at that point, with that much happening to you, it's really not much. If that happened to me, like, it's really not much that you can say to really rattle me, because at that point, I've gone through, the worst of the worst, seemingly. And if the best that you can do is diss me on a song, then I don't really know what to tell you. Um, 50 is like he's just a different animal. And I'm not taking a side because I'm from New York, or I'm some type of diehard 50 fan. I'm just, basically calling it like I see it. It's just, it just is what it is. You guys may agree, you may disagree, But that's the beauty of this thing. Everybody has a right to their own perspective and philosophy on on certain things. And but I will say that it's it's kind of pointless fighting a person that does not fight back. You know what I'm saying? You're angry alone. You're mad alone. You're, you know, at this point you're just kind of like what they say, the wolf is barking at the moon. You know what I mean? The moon never, talks back. The moon is just mooning. You know what I mean? So, that's my perspective, on that whole thing. Um, you guys feel free to comment in the comment section about what you think about the whole situation or whatever. But again, we're gonna have Miss Antoinette Titus come on and give us a little behind the scenes look at some of the things that she's experienced in the entertainment industry, um, being in the entertainment industry, dealing with people, because I'm sure people in that space, and so I'm sure she has some very very interesting feedback and stories to share. Have some interesting stories to share, you know, with this. This is my second interview back since 2025. I, had some challenges that I had to seriously attend to, so I couldn't really put my attention on the platform as much as I really, really, really wanted to. Um, but I learned a lot, during this kind of forced, involuntary hiatus. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, I learned, quite a few things during this involuntary hiatus. I learned about perseverance. I learned about endurance. I learned how to ask for help. Um, being a man, one of the things that is a big uh, challenge for us as men sometimes is asking for help or reaching out when we are in need, or when we're dealing with situations and issues. um this During this time I really had to humble myself and reach out to those around me for help, guidance. Shout out to people like Maurice Rogers, man. Shout out to Asa Wild. Shout out to my boy Brandon Simmons. Shout out to my man Eric Johnson, um, and a few others, man, that just kind of like embraced me, man, in this time, because I was really, 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 really in a low place. I really felt um, kind of helpless. Shout out to Ron Henry. Uh, Shout out to you. Shout out to Miss Deborah Stansel, um, for just kind of like speaking into me, because I was like really, really in a dark and low place. And um, I really do not know, if I'm being honest, like I didn't know what I would do. I was having like really, really dark thoughts, and I just was really low, man. And like I said, that was a big thing. I had to really um humble myself and ask for help. And when I did, man, I got more than enough. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for that, because people don't have to take time. They don't have to. They got enough. They have enough stuff going on in their own life. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that took the time out to come and speak life into me. You know what I'm saying? To come speak like Maurice Rogers for example, man. God led me to his last project, man. You guys try to check it out. All for you, Maurice Rogers and Chosen. That's an amazing body of work, man. Amazing ministry, amazing. Um, that really ministered to me, and it really helped me um, walk away from the ledge, so to speak. And I really, I really, really appreciate that. Um, and I mean that, figuratively and literally. I appreciate you for, talking me, the ministry. It really did just that, minister to me. And I truly, I truly appreciate that. Um, but again, I learned a lot, during this time, and going forward, I will not be afraid to. I will be. I will not be afraid to say I don't know what to do. I help me. I will not be afraid to to seek out the people that have been attached to me, supernaturally attached to me. Um, I will not be afraid to. I will not suffer in silence. Again, I mean, I think so many people make the mistake of suffering in silence for whatever reason. Maybe they don't want people to judge them, or maybe they're embarrassed, or for whatever, or whatever, whatever the reasoning is. So many people suffer in silence, and that's truly unfortunate. That's truly unfortunate, because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way. You know, um, there are people that are around you. You know, and if you don't feel like there's no one around you, then ask God to show you where to go and who to talk to, and where to seek out wisdom from, because man, it is a drag being alone in situations and feeling like you're fighting the whole world by yourself. That is crazy. But again, not to talk you guys to death. I really appreciate those that were instrumental in me getting through this trying time. I think that Miss Titus is here now, so we're gonna bring her in really quick. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am a okay. How are you?
I'm great, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. I first of all, I want to thank you for agreeing to come on the platform. I truly appreciate it, because I know you could
Awesome.
be doing a zillion other things.
Oh my
So
God.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's a busy weekend in Los Angeles. We have the Image Awards, and then there's another Oscar thing this night. So I'll be rushing out of here once we finish.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a part of
Okay.
life now. Yeah.
Yes. So I was telling the people that you are, an entrepreneur and a CEO, and an all around, businesswoman, a boss lady, so to speak. Um, for those that may not be familiar with you and your movement, can you just kind of like reintroduce yourself and just give a little background of who you are and some of the things that you have going on?
Oh, great. Hi, I'm Antoinette Titus. I have been in this business for over 40 something years. I actually started out at the age of 10. I was a dancer at that age, and I had a group of dancers, and we just started winning all these competitions when I was trying to instruct them. And it just went on. It's just a passion. I went to the Performing Arts of Booker T. Washington in Dallas, Texas. I graduated from there, which that's like a premier, art school. I went to Griner Exploratory Arts. So it's just been a passion all my life. Right now, I am the CEO and founder of In the Spirit Entertainment, In the Spirit Entertainment Records, and then we also have a magazine, In the Spirit Entertainment Magazine. So we do a lot of great things around the United States and Accra, Ghana, and Canada. We host events, we manage people, we produce films and music. So it's just been a great 40 years of having fun as well. Yeah, and putting good content out. So,
So I was saying to the people that you must have some amazing stories, um, some amazing stories with some amazing people, and could you share one or two that stick out to you the most? You don't have to be specific or name names
I mean, like, what
unless you
type
want
of
to.
story? Like, what
I
type of story
mean,
would?
something that made you like say wow, or maybe something that made you laugh, or something that was like maybe
Oh,
shocking, or something that people might not know.
it's been so many different things. Okay, so I don't know if people know Dr. Ben Tankard. However, we have Dr. Ben Tankard that's coming April the 24th and 25th in Dallas. And so
Mhm.
I used him before for one of our events in Dallas. And what I was really that shocked me, is when I had my A&R call him and say I wanted him to come back. And he jumped on the phone and called me and go, Princess, I'll do anything for you. So you just never know like what people
Yeah,
think of you. And
right.
you're trying to plant all these great seeds. And that's just one of the things that I could just tell people, just plant great seeds. I always leave a great experience and a great connection, because you just never know. And this man is like, has his own plane. I don't have to pay for flights and all that kind of stuff. He told me, hey, I'll fly my own plane to Texas. So it's just a blessing. So things like that, those type of stories are like the best stories ever.
That's amazing. So you said you've been in the industry at varying levels since you were 10 years old.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy, right?
was there a moment, or maybe a combination of moments, that made you decide to go full tilt in it? Was there
I
a
don't
moment?
even really, to be honest with you, I can't even remember, because all I know is I used to dance all the time, and I was always involved in church events. My parents kept me in with the Easter programs and the this and the that. And then it was kind of like I was just one of those type of kids that just wanted to be involved in everything that I saw with the stage
Mhm.
or behind the stage. And it was just a part of my lifestyle. So uh, I just remember at that age, I used to rehearse the girls in my neighborhood, and I would say, be on my porch at such and such a time. And, we going to do this. And then I would like, we going to do this dance step. And then we found out there's this one mall in Dallas, and it was more like for African American, it was called Redbird Mall. I'll never forget it.
Mhm.
And so there was a talent competition, and I was like, we're going to get in that competition. And I would rehearse them. And guess what? We won it. So
Wow.
after that, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. No. So yeah, it's just been a part of my life, and
So what exactly? Can you tell us exactly what In the Spirit does? Like what is the function
okay.
of
So
it?
in the spirit is a twofold. Well,
Okay.
no, it's actually three now. In the spirit is a LLC as well as a foundation. So what we do, we host events
Hmm.
and a platform for independent artists
Mm.
only. Independent artists to showcase, to help them with management, to help them forward their careers. Because sometimes, as an independent artist, it's very, very difficult to stand alone.
Right.
And so we try to bridge the gap. We have other partners that are in the industry that we also work with. Like I work with the East Texas Gospel Association. I
Hmm.
work with the Best Awards, Cal Collins, Casey Gold. I work with the Praise Factor. I'm a board member with them, a board member with the Best, a board member with the Grammys, the Recording Academy. The Stella Award. So I've just developed all this to try to help independent artists because it is not easy, no
That,
matter what.
that is
So
a fact. So
yes.
are we talking independent artists of all genre or all genres, or are we talking specific genres, or what are we talking
No, right now I'm opening it up to all genres. At one point, I was pretty much sticking with just gospel,
about? Hmm.
but that's just what I was getting. But I have the jazz musician now. I'm actually getting ready to do a hip hop side, and a Chad Titus Manning, which is my son, is going to run that sector, and a guy by the name of Low Key, the MC. He's out of Chicago.
Okay.
They will be the guys that will just head up that area. They're looking at going to the South by
Oh,
Southwest
right.
coming up. So we're just trying to get a lot of great things. We're also going to bring it aboard the Dallas Lit, the 24th and the 25th, where they're going to do some type of after hour type situation. So
Okay.
yes.
So it is tough. I can only imagine that it is tough to um, get into that vein of entertainment, and especially dealing, like you said, with independent artists. Um, is it what's the hardest part? What's the hardest part of dealing in that vein of independent artists? Because do you
I
have
think
to?
sometimes it's like the age. I'm sorry, I got to get my coffee. So I'm walking just a little bit. Sometimes I think it's the age. Sometimes
Mhm,
because when you're dealing with people, what they have to understand, it is not easy. And
mhm.
once you start really paying your own money and you start really getting involved in stuff, then you're gonna say, you know what, she was right. You
Right.
know, uh, because it's a lot of competition. People don't understand competition is hard out here, especially on the independent realm, especially with distributions, trying to do shows, trying to get booking, trying to know what to do. It's not easy. And so I think that's a difficult part is breaking and bridging the gap with an artist to show them exactly. And then if they haven't already reached that pinnacle,
Hmm.
then that's the hard part. And then to me, it's research because as an artist, I try to interview people that I will want to work with. And
Hmm.
one thing in my interview is if you are a singer and you don't own a microphone, I don't want to work with you.
Wow. Wow.
If you are a guitarist and you don't have a guitar, why would I want to work with you? Think about it. You
Right.
playing. It's like certain things you after you do this for so long, you deal with it. Then you may like we open up the record label. I was told by somebody that we were working with, oh, that's not a real record label. Well, guess what? There is a difference in your research, independent record label and a dependent record label.
Mhm.
We are independent. We're seeking monies to help you. We're not going to pay you no big lump sum. You have to go to Universal or somewhere like that, a major
Right.
dependent,
Right.
a lot of people don't do their research uh, when you have entities like myself, KC Go, uh, Texas Gospel, East Texas Gospel Professionals. The Gen is out here. There's so many different entities that's out here that are Mr. Robert Burns for the Gospel GSMA Awards. Everybody's out here to just push and try to help. I work with so many people around the United States and on the international level that are doing the same thing, just
Hmm.
in a different form. We're all doing the same thing, just trying to push independent artists in a positive way. There are people out here that would just take your money and not try to show you or not try to grow you.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
What do you? So I guess you probably answered the question already, but I was going to ask you, what is the most common? What do you find is the most common mistake that independent artists do, make when they come to you?
Right. They don't come ready. You have to do your research and have your questions. We have our questions. You have to be able to work. Your social media is free. It's free marketing. And I know you are a person that does social media as well. People do not understand. This is one of the top things right now is you have to stay open to TikTok and Instagram and everything that's out here multiple times a day. If you're not even doing it multiple times a day, you can set your alarms for it to do it yourself. I don't know, but it's not easy work. Even if we distribute your music, it's if you don't help, it's just gonna sit there. I tell people, once we distribute your record, why don't you go buy your first record on Amazon? Because if you don't buy your stuff, nobody else will.
Okay, invest in
It's a
yourself.
lot of things in this world, in the entertainment industry, that is just very simple. Uh, Anytime I do an event, anytime I'm working with someone, I will buy their record if I'm not the first one or the second one. When
Hmm.
I'm doing an event, I'll go buy the first 5 tickets for my event. I'm going to get the money back anyway. It's just a part of being steadfast and being responsible, where God is going to always look at what you do.
Right, right.
It's like you're paying yourself forward and you're paying that person forward. Some things are just logical and simple in life. And as people, sometimes as a human, we can make it harder.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. So how many artists would you say that you guys are working with
Right
currently?
now, I think let me see, one, two, three. I have 4 artists actually. Four, five, it's probably about 6 that I'm actually working with now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's on the label that have signed with us. We have 2 duos. We have a female Christian rapper. I'm getting ready to sign a younger hip hop producer too. And so yeah. And they will be performing at the event in Dallas as well. So we're excited for them. They have their music out and we're just pushing, and hopefully everything will go well this year.
Okay.
We had
So
one of my jazz guy, he's been with me one of the longest person. I submitted him for a Grammy Award last year, and he really made it up to the end, but
mhm.
he was beat out by Kendrick Lamar and all of them. So he was in a
uh,
heavy, heavy, heavy competition for
wow.
the
Wow.
melodic. Yes.
So
Uh,
tell me this. Who are you most surprised to find out knew who you were?
I'm
And
sorry, say that again.
who were you most surprised to find out knew who you were?
Oh.
Was there anybody that you came across that knew you that you had no idea would know who you are, if that makes sense?
Oh. Depends on what world. You
Like
speaking in the entertainment industry?
in the entertainment industry, has like any artist come up to you, hey, I know you before, and you never would have thought
That
that they knew who you
happens. That really does happen, especially out here in LA. Because we're working on a lot of things, and yeah, there has been some producers that I've ran into, uh, and casting directors that knew who I was. Yeah.
So who would you say you were most surprised to find out knew who you were? What was the most surprising?
I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe it was like Tisha Campbell. Them I know we did a Dallas Lit. Okay, so that's back up in 2020, right before COVID. I did a Dallas Lit in Hollywood, and it was
Mhm,
called Road to Hollywood.
mhm.
And at that time, Tisha Campbell and her husband were together at that time, and I needed a spot to host the after party. and they had a seafood restaurant type situation here in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And this was before I moved to LA, and I was shocked that they knew who I was.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and they gave us VIP red carpet, everything. It was amazing, and they had the best catfish. So at that, I was really shocked. That was a beautiful experience. So the whole crew, everybody was able to go there that night. I was really a surprised. So yeah, you just never know.
If you could name one thing, if you could name one thing about yourself, what would you say is the most profound thing that you learned about yourself in this whole process that you might not have known prior to? Like, what is one thing that you discovered about yourself that you may not have been aware of?
Don't worry, go to sleep.
What does
I
that
used
mean?
to worry about everything,
Uh, okay.
especially trying to put on shows and this and that, and oh, where are we gonna get this? And so I don't do that anymore. I've learned to put things in place, pray about it, and go to sleep.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah,
So, so is it safe to say that you have mastered the art of not taking your work home with you? Is it still hard to start here? Still hard not to take your work home with you?
I take my work home all day, all night. It's
Hmm.
not gonna stop. That's just a part of it. I may stay up to probably 3 in the morning, depending on what we're doing,
Hmm.
depending on the situation. Because now, since I'm based in Los Angeles, this is where everything is at. So if we're invited to certain events and things like that, we have to show up. We have to be there. We have to walk the red carpet. We have to put the companies out there. So that's work. That's all work to me. So yeah, we probably be up tonight.
So overall, what is your from if you could compare um how the industry was when you started up till the current day, what is your impression of the industry today compared to how it was when you started?
Probably the same. It's just a lot of hard work. There's nobody's gonna give you anything.
Hmm.
um I do know that the more you connect and the more you uh, talk to people and meet people, it's easier because you're only 1 degree away from a person that you might want to meet.
Right.
And you have to be able to network. You have to be on social media. You have to be out there. So to me, what has changed is the social media part. It's more networking online versus uh, it wasn't before. So, it's a difference in the last 5 years, just totally different.
Mhm.
So I think that's great. I think that's a good thing. You
No.
can grow on TikTok, Instagram, and you'll have follow. You don't even know who's following you.
Mhm.
So
So with you, so I kind of have a two prong question. So how involved? So you have artists. How involved are you with them creatively? Like, are you in the studio with them? Do you help them write? Do you critique their work? I mean, how involved are you with the actual art
I do not. Okay,
creative?
so basically, it I critiqued. I do have a method of where once I receive their work, we go through everything. It's just not like it's kind of like the old school hits feel where you either make it or we break it. Or you
Yeah.
go back, I don't write for them, but I am a writer. I do have a couple of songs that I have written. But people write their own stuff.
Mhm.
People produce their own stuff. We do have beat makers, we have musicians, everybody's on their own tip. I have Grammy Award people that are contacting me just for my advice on things like that. Uh, we're working on some spoken word Grammy stuff this year. So it just depends on the person. And they'll send me the music. Can you listen to this? And then I'll send it to my team, and we'll listen and go, you know, no, So yeah, we do critique because I don't want to be known to put junk out,
Right. Right.
especially once we've agreed, and then also even the videos.
Hmm.
I don't want to put junk out. I want it to be very good.
Right. Okay. So kind of attached to that question, um, with this whole new introduction of AI to the mix, you have people who are just typing in things into Chat GPT and other mediums and saying, "Hey, I want to do a song about a duck, a purple. I want to do a song about a purple duck," and it
Right,
spits out a song about a purple duck. You know what I mean?
right.
And they put it out and it becomes, in some cases it becomes a hit, but it's not a person. It's
AI.
computer generated. So like, does that make what does that does that have any influence on what you're trying to do? Does that make your job harder? Does it make it easier? Does it
I'm just kind
complicate
of like
things?
in the middle because at first, everybody was in the Hollywood area where we are. They were going crazy, like blasphemy, blasphemy. No AI, artificial intelligence. It's
Right.
not real. However, if you are a real singer,
Hmm.
you can make money now
Right.
as them using your voice. So
Hmm.
there's different ways that I'm learning the value of AI, and then
Hmm.
also not, where it's not original reality, so, and you can kind of tell what's kind of
Hmm.
robotic,
Hmm.
especially even on videos. I did a video TikTok, and it was the one where they're doing this dance, right? And I was just laughing because my dog, we were all laughing, but you can tell, like you can
Hmm.
really tell on anything. So right now I'm just kind of in the middle because uh, I'm learning more about it. But at
Hmm.
first it was blasphemy. But now I'm like, okay, I can see uh, some positive in it, But a lot of creators are like, no, a lot of
I
them.
Yeah, I think that there's something to be said about imperfection. You know what I'm saying? When you're
Hmm.
an artist that is writing your stuff from your heart, from your mind, with your team or whatever,
Yes,
it comes from the heart. It's not it's not always perfect. It's more authentic. It's real.
correct.
Not to men-
Exactly.
Not to mention the fact that you can talk to me. Like
Exactly. Right.
you can have me come to your event. You can put me on a tour. You can put me on the couch and interview me and get
Right.
to know me as I elevate.
Right.
You can't do that. You can't do that with an AI. I think as a music fan, just
Hmm.
as a music fan, one of the funnest part of being a fan is getting to know the artist. Like you see the
Mm.
interviews and you watch the live performances and you see them at
Yes.
the award shows and in different
Beautiful.
spaces or whatever, and you kind of grow with them as their material may have been here at one point, then they mature and then it becomes here and here and here and here, whatever. And you kind of grow with the artist.
Exactly.
Um, but with the AI, you can't really do that. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing
There's nothing to grow with.
to grow with.
Right.
Not to mention the added facet of when you talk about gospel music. You know what I'm saying? Then you get into the whole thing about of anointing and holy being led by the Holy Spirit. Like these songs are inspired or supposed to be
Right.
inspired, by the Holy Spirit, and then but you type this into a system and it spit out something according to what your specific you know preferences are. Where's the where is the divine interaction? Where is the prayer? Where is the revelation that
I'm
comes?
telling you.
So
It's tough. Like I said, I'm really learning about it now. It's not authentic, of course, so but a lot of creators are just really upset, to be honest with you.
yeah, I
So
I heard something about the Grammys were talking about creating a category for AI artists. Like, what do you feel?
mhm.
How do you feel about that? Like
They
these.
may need to, because it's really not fair if they put them up against each other.
Mm,
You might as well just have an AI category for the AI people.
right.
That makes better sense than just I wouldn't. Okay, that's just kind of like uh female and males running against each other, where the guy is wanting to be a girl or whatever. It's not
Hmm.
fair. Like, certain situations in life, it's just not fair.
Hmm.
Because you're gonna beat me, a guy's gonna beat me running regardless, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the robots and the robots. It's kind of like, you put them together.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
what if you're gonna do it, you're just gonna do it. There's a lot of things that we can't stop right now. So just make it make sense.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Just make it make sense.
So outside of everything that you've been able to accomplish, um, what do you do to unwind? Like, what do you do?
Work.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, entertainment is my other job. I do have another job.
Hmm.
Uh I work for a company by the name of Space Force. Can't tell
Okay.
you what I do, but
I,
that's what
I
I
know,
do.
but I know exactly. I know exactly what it is, though.
You know what Space Force is? Okay, so yeah.
Yes, I do, because I work for I work for the federal government as well. So I
Oh, okay,
understand.
cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
So yeah, I do that, and do entertainment. But today I did something really great. I walked around the beach.
Mm, okay.
I did that. I went to Santa Monica Beach. I walked around the beach, and I also went to one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Grump or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It was I'm gonna tell you, it was Bubba Gump. Okay, Bubba Gump. So
Okay.
it yeah, Bubba Gump is the movie uh
Mm-hmm. Forrest
with
Gump. Yeah.
Bubba, and what's the
Hmm.
name of it?
Forrest Gump. Hmm.
Yeah, so I went there today, and the food was amazing. They have great fish and chips and all that. So just walked around. Yeah.
Okay. That is amazing. What would you say is the most common misconception that people have about you?
Uh that I cannot really say.
Hmm.
I don't play.
Do you consider yourself a stop and smell the flowers person, or do you just you finish a project and then it's on to the next, on to the next, on to the next? Do you ever stop to admire your work?
Nope. Don't never stop. Just keep it moving.
Okay. So
I never stop. So uh I think what's probably different is I look a certain way, but I've been in law enforcement all my life. That's
mhm,
the funny part. Total law enforcement. So but yeah, I never stop. We just finished the film 2 weeks ago.
wow. Okay.
And we filmed it and we put it out the following week. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, and so now we're getting ready to film another one. We're getting ready for the show in Dallas. So it's just, we're moving. I mean,
Okay.
we're
Okay.
just moving.
That's amazing. Um,
Thank you.
I only have a couple of questions because I want to be respectful of your time because I know
Oh, thank you.
you're out there for a purpose. Um, what does it do for you? What does it what does all of this do for you? Like,
It's just a purpose driven lifestyle that I've already had for a long time. I want to be able to put out good content. I
mhm,
want to be able to have good music, good films, because there's so much negativity out here.
mhm,
My family, I want my grandkids to enjoy life in a positive way and show, of what kind of the things that I grew up with, because it's totally different now.
mhm, yeah,
The Gen X don't have what we had. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, mhm.
So I just trying to lead the way in a positive way, and it's just a part of it, just a part of a lifestyle. Can't even really tell you.
Do you feel like you're at, when you look at everything that you've been able to accomplish to the point you are right now, do you feel like, I think she, hello? I think she's having a little difficulty. Um, she's gonna come back on, but I think this is so interesting because I always want to see. I always have questions about. Um, I always have questions about behind the scenes and how people really maneuver and are able to navigate because it has to, it has to mess with your mind at certain points, because you might find yourself comparing or whatever with others. You back? You were muted, but then you unmuted, but I still can't hear you. You're muted now. Okay, now you're unmuted. Can't hear you. You might have to log off and then log completely off and then log completely back in. So yeah, it has to mess with it might has to mess with your head because you have so many people vying for, the same audience or the same opportunities, and everybody feels like their presentation is the best or deserves to be looked at the most. And so it has to be, really taxing because you're trying to be authentic and you're trying to be true to the craft, but there's always the temptation or there's always the pull to um there's always the pull to um do what the trend is, you know what I'm saying? Do what's popular. And that may or may not be, you know, your your niche. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay, there you go.
better. I'm sorry, everybody's calling. Like, where are you? I'll be there.
Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. So yeah, I was just telling the people, I was like, it's always interesting when I speak to people like you that are, that are plugged in, because it has to be a lot of mental challenges because you have people all vying for the same opportunities or in the same audiences, and everybody feels like they deserve, the look, and then so everybody's vying, everybody's doing it, and then like I said, the temptation and the pull is to try to do what's popular. You know what I'm saying? To do what the hot thing is. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a hip hop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be that. But I respect. I respect those that are able to carve their own and blaze their own trails. Um, but yeah,
Mhm.
so that's what I was saying. I really take my hat off and I respect what you're doing. I just have one final official question for you, and I just want you to take a moment to think about it. It's a question that I ask all my guests. And the question is this: what would have to happen in your life if it hasn't happened already for you to consider your life a success? What does success look like for you specifically?
Mm. I think it's pretty much already happened. Just having the ability to take care of my family,
Hmm.
um, especially my parents. They both were very ill, and they both have passed away within the last 3 years. And to be able to do that, that was a lot. Both of them and working, and man, that, I just feel I felt very successful to be able to just dedicate my life to my family. That's one of the main things, to be honest with you. That's successful to me. And the rest is just a part of life, a part of what I do. Yep.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah. That
Well,
was that was it.
I definitely can respect that. I definitely can. If somebody wanted to get in touch with you, if they wanted to maybe become a part of your organization, if they are aspiring artists or producers or filmmakers who up till now didn't know where to turn, how can they get in touch with you?
InTheSpiritEntertainment.com. InTheSpiritEntertainment.com. That is the website. We are on Instagram, In the Spirit ENT, Facebook, you know, there we are. 877-775-8725.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the next event that you have coming up?
Okay, so yes, Dallas Lit. So we're doing Dallas Lit and Los Angeles Lit. Dallas Lit will be April the 24th and the 25th at a place called the South Dallas Culture Center. We have tickets on Eventbrite. I think it's going to be an amazing event. We have the legendary comedian Shucky Ducky that will be hosting that Saturday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be lit. We're bringing a lot of great musicians, jazz, gospel, all on the stage. Just kind of just and just have a kickback. Friday night is going to be like a mic open mic type situation. We're going to bring some poets, some spoken word, some musicians, and we're going to give a prize to the winner. We'll have a winner for the poetry and a winner for the music to see who's gonna bring it. Uh, we're looking for some great artists. We're going to try to push them to bring them to Atlanta for the Praise Factor coming up this year. So we have a lot of great things happening. We're also going to be working here for the BET Awards weekend in Los Angeles. And we'll be doing some things around that weekend as well. So make sure you look us up.
That is amazing. That is
Yes,
amazing.
sir.
Do you have any final word? Well, I want to say first off, thank you for coming on to the platform briefly because I know you have stuff to do. But I thank you for being so gracious. I thank you for sharing, some of your experiences with us. I thank you for, taking the time out because, like I said in the beginning, you probably have a bunch of different things that you could have been doing, including maybe taking a nap or something. I don't know.
No,
Um,
I'm actually I'm sorry I kept going out, but
mhm,
my family people, I call my family here, they're like, "Where are you?" I'm supposed to be at the NAACP Image Awards. So as soon
mhm.
as we hang up, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get
Okay.
dressed real quick and then I'll be posting some pictures and stuff. But that's it. But thank you so much. I wouldn't have missed it. Thank you for this opportunity. This is great, and I want to come back because I kept going out. I didn't know I was supposed to block my phone from phone calls.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't do that. So every time somebody called, I will go out. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah.
No, it's fine, and
Well,
I don't.
thank you.
I will not hold you any longer. But again, I thank you. Open
Thank you.
invitation. Anytime you want to come back, please just let us know.
Yeah. And where are you located?
I'm in Hampton, Virginia.
Hampton, Virginia. How
Hmm.
how close are you to okay. We gotta talk.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, for
Please. Yeah.
sure. About some
For
things
sure.
coming up. All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me. Okay.
No problem. You have an amazing weekend.
Thank you. Bye bye.
There you have it, guys. Another amazing guest. Shout out to Miss Titus. I wish her much blessings on everything that she has going on. Please support her movement. If you're an artist looking for a team, looking for a village, please reach out to In the Spirit entertainment.com. Please reach out to Miss Titus. I'm sure she would be glad to hear from you. That's it, man. Listen, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for those that will watch the playback. Thank you. I know I'm kind of rusty, so just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm working my muscles back. I'm getting my muscles back in this thing. So thank you, and I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, and let's take